What is happening, Cryptosomniacs? Today is Monday, December 17th. I am Jason, and welcome to another episode of Cryptosomniac News Show. A lot of stuff to talk about today. Tron claiming to be 200 times faster than Ethereum. Is the Bitcoin correction over? What do top industry experts think for mass adoption time? And crypto still performing better than the big four tech stocks? Lots of stuff to talk about right here on Cryptosomniac. Stay tuned. What is happening, guys? How is everybody doing today? What's going on? Dave Destroyer, Crypto Terp, what's happening, guys? Richard Harrington, morning. How is everybody doing? Happy Monday, guys. Lots of crypto news going on. James, I'm going to butcher this one. Witzak, hopefully I said it right. Yeah, lots of fun stuff in crypto going on over the weekend. Green market today always makes everybody wake up feeling great. So let's just jump into it. What do we see here? 24-hour volume looking decent at 13 billion, not great, 13.5 billion, decent. Bitcoin dominance still retaining 54%, still pretty high. Looks like we've got some more shitcoins on the market as there are 2,073 cryptocurrencies available right now. And we are currently sitting at about $111 billion in overall market cap. Not great, but it looks like there has maybe been some money injected into the market in the last 24 hours or so, because the weekly candle on Bitcoin started off green today. Look at that. So that is a green weekly candle, folks, which is definitely a good sign. Obviously, we saw one huge candle come up this morning on the daily and bring us back up into that $3,400 range. So lots of people are wondering, oh no, guys, should I jump in? And you know what I have to say about that? You know what I say about that? No FOMO, guys, no FOMO. Don't jump. Do not chase a pump. This very well could just be another shakeout as they create more liquidity on the way down. So what I'm going to say is I am waiting for confirmation on this. I would like to see it. I would like to see this candle exceed the tops of one of the bodies of these two candles, and preferably exceed, back up to at about that 3,800 level. I suspect what we will actually see is maybe this trade up a little bit, but I mean, look at this. The candle didn't even come up to hit the resistance at the long-term support trend line that we had established previously. So I think this is a fake out, personally. I think this is a fake out because look at it on the daily. We do see a buy signal here on the wave trend cross, but stochastic not looking crazy, and on the lazy bear, I don't see. I mean, it looks like sell pressure not exactly falling off a ton yet. I do like this. I would like to see some more volume. So let's take a look at it. What does it look like on smaller time frames? And again, guys, it looks like this is a fake out to me, because it looks like they tried to push that price back up. Couldn't exceed where couldn't even exceed the week previous support there, which is now going to be resistance right at about 3,400, and now looks like volume starting to decrease on the 4-hour. Let's take that down to the 1 hour. Yep, decreasing again. Oh, that's starting to increase a little bit there, but this does look like a little bit of a wedge starting to form there. Rising wedges, generally bearish, guys, generally bearish. So you know what I say, guys, you know what I say. Don't chase a pump. Hashtag no FOMO. Do I need to play it again? I got some snazzy graphics to remind you. No FOMO. All right. So, it might as well FOMO short in and not wait till 3,600, says Fatal Fury. What's happening, man? Certainly, if you are in a position where you are able to short, I would certainly be interested in entering a short, because it's pumped back up to where I would have liked to enter a short, and I'd be looking to close that short back down closer to 3,100. I can't short, though, in the markets that I trade in, unfortunately, so I do not do so. But boy, I sure do love watching everybody talk about it in the Cryptosomniac Advantage. Tons of people in there who are able to trade with margin and leverage, and enjoying that a ton. So thank you, Lolita. What's happening? Good to see you guys. It is a green market today, so I am wearing my Weekends Can't Hodl shirt. Which, by the way, guys, did you know that you guys can get these? Have you seen? You guys have seen this, right? Weekends Can't Hodl. We have a whole bunch of stuff over on Cryptosomniac.com. So in case you guys didn't see, we do make these snazzy shirts available. If you're ever interested, got the No FOMO, got the Bitcoin, and you know, if you want the Weekends Can't Hodl shirt, any of those, all available over on the website. If you are interested, head on over there. We are, as a matter of fact, we're running a Christmas promotion right now. So if anybody has been considering signing up for the Advantage and has not done so yet, we are offering 30% off of select memberships. So more information about that if you want to sign up for our newsletter, and or just head on over to cryptosomniac.com. Feel free to check it out, and discounts are applied at checkout. Anyway. All right, Lolita, thanks for saying thumbs up. If you guys do enjoy the content and do like me coming on here, please do smash that thumbs up. That is what helps us come up in the rankings, helps more people find out about our content, and helps us keep providing good content for you guys. Because the more people that know about us, the more people that come and pay attention to our group, the more that we are able to reinvest into what we are doing here for you guys. So we do always appreciate you guys telling people if you do support our group. So thank you very much to all of you guys. What else? Let's see. Let's get into a little bit of news here. I didn't mean to jump straight into the charts, although I know that's what everybody loves. So let's get into a little bit of crypto news here. So Tron making moves lately. I know we have talked about this. I think Tron could be poised to do well for 2019. As a matter of fact, if you want to know what coins we're looking at, just from top 10 basic ones, we did do an article. Best cryptocurrencies of 2019, just ones we think are going to make moves, broke that down over on cryptosomniac.com, so feel free to head on over there and check that out for free. But yeah, let's get back over to Tron. So yeah, Justin Sun talking about a scheduled upgrade for Tron that is going to make it up to 200 times faster than Ethereum. That is a bold claim. I wish that I could read the code to be able to pick through that myself and verify, but that is a bold claim for somebody who has been very vocal about trying to entice developers to bring their dApps over from EOS or Ethereum. I should note that I can't remember if it was Fundstrat. Who did I read? Bloomberg, one of the major investigatory organizations, did look into them and say that because they still think Tron, or rather, I'm sorry, Ethereum and EOS both have far larger, more robust developer communities, that maybe perhaps there was no reason to move them over to Tron. We shall see if Tron can solve these scaling solutions and you know, does start to up their transaction volume. I think they could be a player. Again, Justin Sun certainly not one to count out. And Tron does have a ton of in-use blockchain dApps happening right now. Primarily, they all tend to be gambling, and the other ones that aren't gambling are cryptocurrency exchanges. So still basically just a good way to turn crypto into other crypto, but with the addition of BitTorrent and things like that, they are certainly pushing towards having a use case. So something that I've got my eye on. Currently, I do not hold any Tron, but certainly I have ridden the Tron train and made some profits on it in the past, so one I will definitely be keeping an eye on. And with that, let's go over and take a look at Tron and just see what it's looking like today. All right. So Tron has definitely been enjoying, I mean, it's not a ton of volume, just look at that. It looks like bot's been slapping that price around just based on what I see on the chart, but generally, it has been moving in a bullish direction since, what's about the end of last month. Although this is what I'm seeing right now, guys, is this is looking like a rising wedge. See it right there? I don't even need to draw this, but in case I do. In case I do, and let me just make that nice and colorful so you guys can see it. And here. And whoops. Whoops, didn't mean to use the arrow, but whatever. You guys see what I'm drawing here, right? So that is a rising wedge, and I would anticipate that would come back down. And furthermore, another reason that I would anticipate that's going to come back down is just look at what the chart is telling us here, guys. It is traditionally it's topped out at about 430 sats already on several occasions here. See, so. This was in my previous falling wedge, which had a tiny little bullish breakout, and that was actually the very, actually it didn't even quite come up to the tip there. The tip of this wick got to where the height of this body is. So that's why I say about 430 sats. I'd be looking to exit a Tron trade right now, personally. I'd be looking to exit a Tron trade because I think that could come back down, and then we'll see if it bounces off of these previous, what are support lines here. So they're, I mean, they're basically right at the whole numbers, guys. So again, be careful with the whole number psychology, but 360, 350, 340, right around in there have had some decent support. So we shall see if it comes down and bounces off any of those. Those are where I would be looking to potentially enter a trade. And then again, be looking to close out of that trade by the tips of these wicks. Make sense? Yep, EOS is up 10%. It was up like 15% when I first started getting ready to go live. Litecoin as well, I believe, was up pretty massively. Let's see. Qtum enjoyed a nice huge pump today. Ripple up 10%. Number of things up a significant amount today, guys. Here's one that I find particularly odd. Why is this token going up in value? Because so I have said historically I thought Zero Exchange was going to potentially have some legs in the future because I thought it would be the token that would power Coinbase's DEX eventually. I've completely changed my mind based on some new information. So what is that new information, you might ask? Well, we had posted this in the Cryptosomniac community a few days ago, and certainly something that is interesting to know about is they're going to fork the protocol altogether and eliminate ZRX altogether. So I'm not really sure why that token is pumping today. I do believe that I've got a little bit of it in my crypto hopper, so I'm actually going to go close that position 100% today because just looking at this, where it is right now, I don't know that the value of this token is going much higher than it gets right now. It's bumping right up against where we've seen these, previous what would have been support because you'd see the wick come down there, and it's bumping right up against that right now. So I think I'd be looking to exit my my ZRX bag that I've got right now sometime between its current price and probably about 88.68. So I'm going to go execute that as soon as I am done with this live stream, and just wanted to let you guys know that as well. ZRX, if they are 86ing that token, doesn't sound like it's going to have a big bright future to me, and I wouldn't recommend getting caught with a bag. That's my feeling on it. So anyhow, that is what I'm going to do. Feel free to follow my example or not. Entirely your call. Not a financial advisor. Not telling you what to do with your money. All right, let's see. I am missing a ton of you guys chatting here. Did I say I'm in Colorado with family, Bill? I did say that. Yes, I'm still in Colorado, and I think I'm probably actually going to end up staying out here through Christmas. I've been here this long, and Christmas is right around the corner, so why not? I can do this remotely for you guys, and so far, the webcam on my computer hasn't been too terrible, so hopefully it's still entertaining enough for you guys, and I am still in Colorado. So anyway, do you like EOS? Now there is a Telos EOS fork too. I like the potential for EOS. I'm not touching EOS until they sort their governance out. All right, now I'm good and caffeinated. Stellar Wallets has TRX, Ethos, or Ethereum, EOS, and Telos. Scatter Waller. I'm assuming that means Scatter Wallet. Free Skills Media Share. Crypto Rally in stocks or Trump blood in the streets. I'm not watching the stock market, so can't really say. Let's see. Somebody is pumping their bags in our chat today. What's up, Ryan? What's up, dude? Welcome, welcome. Thanks for showing up. Jizzy Max says it's the same with banks using XRP. It won't happen. It's not even in Coinbase interest to even use ZRX. Yeah, fair enough, man. That was purely my speculation on why that would have value. Was I thought Coinbase was going to launch a DEX and probably base it on the ZRX protocol. Over now. No point to hold the ZRX token. I'm 86 in my ZRX as soon as I get off. As a matter of fact, I should probably go do that right now. So let's go ahead and talk about the last couple of things that I saw here. So yeah, effectively, yeah, this was it. I saw this over. They were just reporting today on CCN. But yeah, basically they are hard forking the token because the developers think that transaction fees create friction within the network, so they're going to eliminate the token altogether for their protocol. So yeah, selling my ZRX. No further purpose to hold that, in my opinion. And then the fun part today is everybody knows that Bitcoin has, or the cryptocurrency market has taken a massive beating over the course of this year, but it is still outperforming Facebook, Apple, Netflix, and Google since 2017, which I thought was just a fun little thing. So since the beginning of 2017, even with the massive pullback, cryptocurrency has outperformed all of these stocks: Apple, Facebook, Netflix, and Google. Pretty fantastic. So you know, to still have that much gain over traditional stocks, especially stuff that are considered to be so well respected, et cetera, gives me a little bit of a warm fuzzy that I have been in and stayed in crypto and been focused in this market. So let's see, opinions on the Lisk. Well, I will say this. I sold all my Lisk quite some time ago, earlier this year, let my crypto hopper have it and traded out of it, but they certainly have been making moves lately. I've seen a number of announcements from the team, so you know, potentially, I thought Lisk had potential last year. You know, I liked the idea of being able to build blockchains in traditional languages without having to learn, you know, to be able to program in JavaScript rather than having to learn Solidity, et cetera, et cetera. I thought it was a good idea and might help bring more legit developers into the blockchain space. However, you know, Lisk, we know, has fallen off pretty significantly in recent times. I sold out of mine, but I do like the idea of it, so it's definitely a project that I would have my eye on in the next bull run. Not holding any currently. Let's see. When Dan Larimer, what will happen if Dan Larimer leaves EOS? He came with the idea for, well, that they've already been talking about that. And how did it work out for Steemit is what I have to say about that. How's Steemit doing? That was his last project. How's Steemit doing? It isn't doing great. I'm not even going to chart it. It's not doing great. And effectively, unfortunately, Steemit relies entirely upon new users coming in to utilize it to make it more valuable, which unfortunately is kind of the definition of a Ponzi scheme, right? It's a pyramid scheme. It's more people. The only way that it becomes more is if more people buy in with no actual utility value. A little dicey. So not calling. You know, I'm not saying outright that that Steemit is a pyramid scheme, but it functions an awful lot like one. So it's a cool idea that I think failed in execution, and in my opinion, EOS might be in a similar boat. Again, being able to say, "Hey, you can buy our votes." You know, or that's dodgy. Having basically what amounts to electoral college members being able to say, "You can bribe us," is not a good way for the governance mechanism of that protocol to go forward. So I've got my eye on EOS. It's an interesting idea. I don't hold any currently. Let's see. When is the ZRX split? You know what? I'm not sure, and I already closed the article, so I will post that. I'll post that in the chat here. I'll post that in the chat. Or if you guys are in the Cryptosomniac Advantage, go check out the news channel. It's in news in the Moon Lounge, so certainly you can check the article there. It was Weiss. Yes, you're right. Thank you, Lolita. That was the Weiss ratings. Thank you. I knew I read it. I could not remember which research fund it was. The Weiss ratings. So I appreciate you correcting me on that. Thank you so much. Crypto Sam, what's happening? Free Skillshare Media says staking so many coins I forget which ones. Fair enough. Let's see. Thoughts on Substratum day trading ETH to stay funded? Hey, I mean, if you're a savvy enough trader and that's how you're going to stay funded, I think that's better than just holding onto your war chest as Ethereum continues to lose value, right? Why not day trade it to stay funded? Better than going through, I'd heard some rumors that they were talking about going through another ICO, even though they already had a pretty successful ICO. So, you know, it's tough. It's tough in the crypto space right now, and projects are being very creative about how they are going to stay funded. I personally think it's cooler that they are day trading it than asking the community for more money or trying to do something dicey like, you know, falsely inflating their token value some other way. So I don't have a terrible problem with Substratum trading to keep funded. Why not? Doesn't give me a lot of confidence in the project, but I think it's a creative solution. And if they're savvy traders, why not? Pararem says Skycoin shipping hardware wallets soon. BTC, ETH, and Sky. I'm guessing that means those are your holds. He didn't finish any projects, says CoinGrinder, assuming you are talking about Dan Larimer, and exactly, he's the kind of guy that starts something and then gets another idea and seems to move on quickly, from what I can tell. So, you know, tough to say, tough to say. I would stay away from EOS after this pump, says Crypto Sam. Again, you know, not holding any, certainly not buying any. What are your thoughts on Elastos? I like anything that is trying to do decentralized internet, right? That's why I'm not talking smack about Substratum. I like Elastos. I like anything trying to do meshnet or decentralized internet. I think it is something that has a lot of value in the space, especially as far as being censorship resistant and helping to stop things like net neutrality, right? Net neutrality means that Comcast can't just come along and decide, oh, you're a crypto trader? Cool. Well, your fees just went up to $10,000 a month, and we're also going to block access to most. You have to pay extra premium access to get to your exchanges. That's what net neutrality repealing could do. So I like the idea of decentralized networks where they say, all right, we're running this. You want to operate in it? These are the rules. And having an alternative, because it's sort of difficult. In most markets, there's not really a ton of alternatives for what internet provider you can have. So anyway, all right. Let's see here. So, what signals do you use with CryptoHopper? None. I use technical analysis and manual trades. I tell it where to buy, and I very often tell it where to sell. Like on days like today, I usually will keep it up on another screen, and I switch the buys on, and you know, wait for it to catch a bounce, and then I just watch it and sell manually when I when I reach the level that I want. Now that being said, I still will also leave the trailing stop loss feature on in case I'm not paying attention when it does happen, so you don't end up, you know, getting left holding the bag. But I don't use any signals on CryptoHopper because I think those are pump and dump groups. That's just my personal opinion. I don't use any signals because I don't trust that. I think more people get hurt on signals than succeed on signals. Just my personal opinion. So if you are using signals to great success, good on you. Carry on. And you know, I'm not calling your group that you signed up for scammers. This is my personal opinion. I don't believe that it is effective. So that's my use on it. So yeah, Crypto Turp says smash the likes. Please do. If you do enjoy the content, please do smash the likes. Thoughts on Cardano? Still holding my Cardano. Still like Charles Hoskinson, but not having a ton of faith for the project. That being said, guys, again, I'm trying to take a long-term perspective on that. I think Cardano could potentially have some legs in the long run, so I'm still holding my Cardano. I haven't sold it yet, and you know, I'm trying not to fall into that mindset of they didn't do anything in a year, I'm selling this. Again, guys, I'm trying not to be so 2017 minded. I'm trying to hold on to the ones that I really think have some potential for the longer term. So still holding my Cardano, still holding my Stellar, still holding my Monero, still holding my Bitcoin. So Lolita says, hope your dad's getting better. My dad has been doing better. Thank you so much for that. He's been going through treatment, still another week of it to go. And but he said he is feeling much better, and he does seem more energetic. So thank you so much for your concern, and I appreciate that. What is the 5-year plan for me? Yes, all of the above, Cyber Kenobi. You just nailed it right there. Still trying to grow Cryptosomniac. You know, trying to make this one of the most reputable sources for news and trading knowledge on the web, and other than that, yeah, obviously still working with Monarch, trying to push that forward, helping to drive forward mainstream adoption. That's really what we are trying to do here in the Cryptosomniac space. That is why I am working with Monarch, as I think they are solid people, and that they have a vision for which way that this space ought to go. And that's naive or idealistic as it sounds, I feel like I have to do my part to try to help mainstream adoption. So my 5-year plan is continue doing this. All right, Steemit as a blogging platform could possibly be looked at functioning as a Ponzi, but the Steemit blockchain isn't without utilities, zero fees, fast transaction times. Fair enough. All right, yeah, that's fair enough, Rowan Joyce, but I was particularly talking about the Steemit blogging platform. It's effectively useless without a constant influx of new users, because that is what gets it value. So unfortunately, it is a little Ponzi-ish in its format. Thoughts on Mulvaney and his future impact on the crypto space? Will there be legislation? I'm not sure exactly what you're referring to, Vin. If you want to post a link for me. Someone from the EU looking at the possibility of using Steem blockchain. For what? I'd be interested to know. Feel free to post a link. I'm always interested in learning more. I really like Hoskins, but there's nothing going on with ADA, says Bill Guerra. I mean, you know, I'm not arguing with you there. My trader finger has been very itchy to sell Cardano, but I just haven't yet. Faith in OMG, 0. Sold all my OMG time ago. Yep. That was another one I fed to the crypto hopper and said, go ahead. Are you still looking to buy in more ETH? No, I sold all of my trading stack of ETH. I have my long-term stack of ETH, and that is all. Sorry guys, I think I got some allergies today or something. My nose is itching like crazy. Yeah, that's it for today. OMG, that still exists. Group hug. Yeah, OMG still existing is, you know, I mean, Vitalik being involved and endorsing it, there was a lot of potential there. I just haven't seen any actual execution at all, and I don't hear a lot of updates from them, et cetera, et cetera. I don't have any faith in the near term for OMG, so that's not one I'm continuing to hold. How much ETH would recommend hold? I don't understand that question. That doesn't make any sense, Crypto Sam. How much ETH would recommend holding in ETH? I recommend holding all your ETH in ETH. What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean, dude. Please elaborate. Let's see. Bitcoin pumping right now. Bitcoin's been pumping all day, guys. Like, are you going to FOMO in? Is everybody going to go FOMO in and become, you know, let some retail investors create some liquidity off of you? Wait for confirmation. It still hasn't even exceeded. Like, guys, are you serious? Everybody, I swear to God, every time there's one green candle, everybody's like, oh my God, buy all the Bitcoin. Wait for confirmation. What are you doing? What are you talking about? Don't FOMO into this. It hasn't even tried testing this recent, you know, it hasn't even tried testing the resistance there on the long-term downtrend line, and you know, it hasn't exceeded any of these wicks. It's, you know, the very tip of this is right at the tip of these candle bodies, and we see wick top here, body top, another wick top. That's not confirmation, guys. That's not confirmation. Chill. Don't go crazy yet. Yeah, ZRX dead. I think so. I think so, guys. I mean, you know, again, I'll post the article. I hold no NEO, Deepak. I do not. I've never held NEO. Not to say that no one on Cryptosomniac ever has, but I've never held any NEO. Don't kill our hopium, guys. I'm just trying to be honest. Wait for confirmation. Don't become the liquidity in the market. Don't become the liquidity in the market. And in fact, if you guys are asking these questions, it might be a good idea to go spend some time in the Cryptosomniac Advantage, because these, like, there's some very, we're looking at the daily. Okay, so we got a weekly green candle. Cool. It still hasn't exceeded, right? Look at this. We got one green candle, but it's still a lower high. It does have a higher low, so that's exciting, but it's still a lower high. Looking on the daily, we see one fat green candle at the end of what's a falling wedge. So, I mean, this was almost something you could see coming. A little bit of a falling wedge. We got a green candle there, and it hasn't even tested legitimate resistance yet. It hasn't even come up to bounce off the moving average yet. So, yeah, guys, don't FOMO. Don't FOMO. Oh, you might be surprised, Jizzy Mac. Might be surprised. Nobody is foaming. 10% is 10%. Yeah, so if you guys took a trade down here, I mean, this is seriously 10% is 10%. So if you took a trade down at 31, today's a good day to take profit, in my opinion. Entirely your call, guys. Entirely your call. But if I took a trade at 31, I'd be taking some profit for sure today. Yeah, on days like this when the market is up, take profit when there is profit to be taken, guys. Look at this. Everything is up. Monero's up 13%. Bitcoin's up 10%. Ether's up 15%. Everything's going crazy today, guys. There's going to be a lot of retail investors that get wrecked creating some liquidity for savvier traders today. Watch. Today is December 17th, launch. Oh, that's it. It's the new futures contracts go out today. Well, then that's probably why they are pumping the price up so that they can short it. Very likely, guys. So let's see. That's putting me right at 30 minutes, guys. I do have to get going. I've got a few other meetings, but I did want to come on and just talk about that, guys. So ultimately, like I said, if you are considering FOMOing into this market, make sure you're using technical analysis. Pick your entries. Be smart. Don't get wrecked. Don't get wrecked. And if you don't know, if you don't know, or if you're not sure, or if you would like to get in a community of people, so you're getting that itchy trader finger and you would like to talk to some people that might be able to give you some feedback, we would love to have you over in our community in the Cryptosomniac Advantage. Head on over to cryptosomniac.com, click the little rocket button there at the top right, or in fact, if you are a Discord member, you can actually join for free. See right up there in the top. 14-day trial free for the Cryptosomniac Advantage, or if you've already got Discord, you can jump in the server and test out the free lounge. But yeah, if you're in the Advantage, you get all of our reports, you get access to all that, and more importantly, you get access to the Discord server. Many Discord servers totally dying in this space, guys. A lot of groups are Cricketsville. We're still pretty cracking over here in Cryptosomniac Advantage. Very active trading community. People talking about margin trading. We've got user-requested technical analysis, daily Bitcoin analysis, long-term, medium-term, long-term, medium-term, short-term calls, guys. I mean, and then, ultimately, you want to get better. We've got an entire community of traders calling their plays, trying to get sharper. Iron sharpens iron. Get better. Learn better skills. Don't miss out. Don't get caught in a FOMO. Don't get wrecked because you don't know how to read a chart. We'd love to have you in the Cryptosomniac Advantage. And with that, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching. Join us tonight here for Trader Talk Live. I think we might have BK, Brandon Kelly, boss of Bitcoin, coming on for Trader Talk Live. I'm not for sure. I haven't got the confirmation. Also, this week, guys, stay tuned. I've got somebody from the Monero team coming on to talk, and I've also got somebody from Horizon coming on. So I've got the co-founder, Rolf, coming in to talk from Horizon. I've got a gentleman named Diego Salazar from the Monero community coming in. So I've got two pretty solid interviews lined up for you guys this week. And then also, again, we do have 30% off select Cryptosomniac memberships. So if you are interested, again, you can try the free trial, but if we've got the Christmas sale running right now, so 30% off select memberships, head on over and check it out. And with that, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you so much. Thank you for joining me here today. And join us over in the Cryptosomniac Advantage. Join us in the Moon Lounge. It's a fun community, lots of great people in there, and we would love to have you. With that, guys, I am Jason Randall for Cryptosomniac. Again, today is December 17th. I appreciate each and every one of you guys so much. And we will see you next time. See you tomorrow. Or see you tonight for Trader Talk, 6 p.m. Later, guys.